All systems go. Clear for liftoff.
What is going on? SHIPIT Nation YouTube station back with another edition of the NHL Quick Hit for this 8-game slate tonight on FanDuel and DraftKings. If you guys are new, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, helps us out a ton. And if you are not a member yet, head over to shipitnation.com, click on join now, use that promo code HOOP15, gets you 15% off any membership plan. We got you covered for all sports. MMA obviously going on today, NHL the rest of the season, MLB starting up here in a couple weeks. As always, NBA crushing it right now. NASCAR, full swing right now. We got you covered, all things. So use that promo code HOOP15. Get you 15% off any membership for life. Already the cheapest all-in rate in the industry. Gets even cheaper with the promo code. So head over there, check us out. If not, just go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Helps us out a ton here. Let's jump right in, talking to my favorite stacks of tonight's slate. I'm going to start with Toronto here. Heavy favorite, minus 210 on the road here, but they're facing Montreal. Over the last 10 home games, Montreal has been the worst team in the league in terms of expected goals against and giving up the most high danger chances. Everything points here to a big Toronto spot. Bobby McCann, nice value play there. I'll talk about him once I get to the value section. But the main guys are in play. Austin Matthews, obviously, Mitchell Marner, Matthew Neves, that top line. But my preferred line here is actually going to be the Max Domi, Bertuzzi, William Nylander line here. Really like Toronto line 2 here on the road. Think they're a great spot. And Toronto is probably one of my favorite stacks of the evening. There is a lot of good teams here. These top 5 that I'm going to list on this video are all very similar to me, but I really think Toronto is a good spot. They're going to get ownership, no doubt, being one of the heaviest favorites on the slate, going up against Montreal. But again, like I said, enough of these teams are pretty similar, all high favorites, so ownership should spread out pretty good. Give me Toronto line 2 here. Like them a lot. Jumping into another team here that you can have some interest in. It's going to be Washington here at home against Chicago. Get a great matchup here. The Capitals, minus 220 favorites, and implied to score over 4 goals here. Looking at the expected goals numbers and the actual goal numbers against over the last 10 games for the Blackhawks. It's not been good. They give up the 4th most high danger chances on the road as well in the entire NHL. Really like Ovechkin here. Love him. 6,700 is way too cheap for Alex Ovechkin. Absolutely love him. Max Pacioretty, 4.6K, great price point there. You compare him with McMichael and Wilson. You got a full line stack there. Overall, great options here. John Carlson, 6,700. Really like the Ovi and Carlson pairing. I think those two pair up great together. You got Lapierre here, Hendricks, Lapierre here for 3,500 that you can pair with Ovechkin skating on the same line, and then Protas as well. Alexei Protas. Prefer Lafreniere here, Carlson, and Ovechkin. But again, you can't go wrong with any of these guys. Washington has some cheap pieces. They're in a great matchup here. Top power play, great plays. Tom Wilson, Max Pacioretty, excuse me. Tough with the pronunciation, losing my voice. But overall, Washington, great spot here. Probably my second favorite stack of the evening. Jump into another stack here that you can go to. It's Ottawa on the road. Any team that's playing San Jose is firmly in play for me, firmly in play for everyone playing NHL DFS. Doesn't change here tonight. Brady Tkachuk, Shane Pinto, Drake Batherson, great plays. This top line, amazing plays there. Pinto's probably my favorite guy at 5.9K. San Jose ranks 27th in the league against centers. He's averaging over 4 shots on goal per game over the last 5. I love his price. I love the matchup. I love everything about it. Jacob Chychrun at 5K flat for the D-man. Gets the best matchup on the slate. He's a great D-man. His price is super fair. Last year we were paying 7K for this guy. He's now 5K in a matchup where San Jose ranks 32nd in the league against D-men. So overall, love Ottawa here. Top 2 lines firmly in play for me. Really like Ottawa line 1. Jumping into my fourth favorite stack of the evening here. It's going to be these New York Rangers at home against St. Louis. Another heavy favorite, but hard to get away from some of these favorites on this slate here. Really, really like this spot for the Rangers. They're coming off back-to-back losses here. 3 losses in 4 games. I expect them to right the ship here against the St. Louis squad on home ice. Artemi Panarin, love him. He's been playing great. But you get some nice value plays here with the newly acquired Jack Roslovic here skating next to Chris Kreider and Zibanejad. Really like that top line. Roslovic at 3,700. Great value play. He's going to play all the minutes he can handle. Really, really like him. Newly acquired there, skating next to Kreider and Zibanejad. And then the second line with Trocheck, Panarin, and Alexis Lafreniere. The second line's playing great hockey right now. I think New York comes out and just absolutely steamrolls these Blues tonight here. Really, really like the New York Rangers. Last team I'm looking at here tonight is going to be Vancouver. Really like the spot for Vancouver at home against Winnipeg, especially for Brock Besser at 6K flat. Winnipeg ranks 32nd in the league against right wings. Brock Besser at 6K. He's already shooting right around 4 times per game on average over the last 5. He's playing almost 20 minutes, 6K. Really like him. Really like JT Miller. Really like Mikheyev. I really like the second line overall. The top line's firmly in play for me with Pius Suter, Nils Hoglander, and Elias Pettersson as well. But my preferred line is actually going to be Vancouver line 2. Jumping into some value plays at each position here. Let's start with the center position here. First value play, Nicholas Roy, 3,900 for Vegas. He's playing 16 to 18 minutes, gets a matchup in Detroit. I think he's a good one-off candidate. Detroit ranks 30th in the league against centers. Nicholas Roy's been good. He also gets power play time. Price checks out. I like him. Another guy, Connor McMichael here. Talked about him when I talked about Washington. Gets a great matchup against Chicago. Second line, second power play, 3,600. Going to play 17 to 18 minutes. I like Connor McMichael. Another guy, newly acquired, Alex Wenberg for the Rangers. Third liner here at home. Really, really like him. Alex Wenberg, 3.4K coming over from Seattle. Now on the Rangers here. Newly acquired squad. I think he's going to play all the minutes he can handle. Basically be the guy on that third line. So I really like him at 3.4K. And the last guy, Max Domi here for Toronto. Montreal ranks 31st in the league against centers. Max Domi, second line, second power play. Really, really like Max Domi. Really like that second line for Toronto. So Max Domi, probably, all things considered, my favorite value center on the slate. Let's jump into some value wings. We're going to start and go right back to the well with Toronto. Bobby McCann here. This guy is too cheap, 3,600. Montreal ranks 31st in the league against left wings. Bobby McCann is shooting the puck over 4 times per game over the last 5 on average, 4.2. He's only going to play about 13 to 15 minutes here, but gets a great matchup, gets power play time. One of the heaviest favorites on the slate, Bobby McMahon, is a great play here tonight. Another guy, Jack Roslovic, newly acquired for the Rangers as well. Rangers made a lot of moves lately. Obviously, they're going for that Stanley Cup. Have the team to do it. 3.7K, Jack Roslovic here, skating on that top line next to Zibanejad and Chris Kreider. Too cheap. Really, really love him. Another guy, Nils Hoglander here. Talked about liking Vancouver quite a bit. Nils Hoglander at 3.3K makes a great value. Winnipeg, not the greatest against left wings. He's got good line mates with Elias Pettersson and Suter. He's playing 14 to 15 minutes, shooting the puck on average over 2.5 times per game over the last 5. I think he's a great option. And then the last guy I'll bring up is Anthony Duclair, newly acquired. He's no longer in San Jose. He's now in Tampa Bay, but Philly ranks 31st in the league against left wings. He's been crazy. He's been crushing as of late. Now gets on a good squad here, skating next to Nicholas Paul and Sheary. Has 2 better line mates than he did in San Jose. I think he's going to excel here. Really, really like Anthony Duclair at 3.8K. Jumping over to the value D-man position here. We're going to start with going back to the well with the Rangers. K'Andre Miller here at 3.5K. Really, really like him. Probably my favorite value D-man on the slate. He's going to play over 20 minutes, 3.5K. Really like the Rangers anyways. K'Andre Miller, great play. Really like him. Another guy, Artem Zub for Ottawa, 3.2K. Gets the best matchup on the slate. San Jose ranks 32nd, dead last. He's going to play over 10 minutes. He's going to shoot the puck. He's going to block you some shots. 3.2K. Really, really love Artem Zub here for Ottawa. Another guy going to Washington, Nick Jensen, 3K flat for Nick Jensen. He's going to play right around 20 minutes, 22 minutes. He's going to block you some shots. Got a solid game here against Chicago at home, like Nick Jensen at 3K. And then the last guy I'll bring up is going to be Jake McCabe here for Toronto. 3.4K, top liner. He's going to play 22 to 23 minutes in a matchup where Montreal ranks 27th in the league against D-men. I think Jake McCabe's a solid value D-men as well on the slate. Jumping over to the goalie position, we're going to start with my favorite goalie for tournaments here. It's going to be Thatcher Demko. Really like Vancouver here in this spot against Winnipeg. Winnipeg is going to fire the puck. I think Winnipeg loses this game. I think Vancouver has the upper hand. I like the numbers. I like Vancouver in this spot. And Thatcher Demko at 7.9K has a great price point. A little bit more expensive than him. Igor Shesterkin, 8.3K. Heaviest projected goalie on the slate. He's a great option here at home against St. Louis. Really, really like Igor Shesterkin. And then one other guy is going to be Anton Forsberg, a little bit cheaper than Shesterkin, 8.2K. Talked about like in Ottawa. I think Ottawa wins this game pretty easily against San Jose, even beyond the road. Forsberg, 8.2K. Price checks out. I like him on this slate. That's going to do it for this edition of the NHL Quick Hit, brought to you by ShipItNation.com. Again, if you're not a member, head over to ShipItNation.com. Use that promo code HOOP15, gets you 15% off any membership plan for life. But good luck tonight in your contest. Hope to see those ShipItNation logos at the top for myself, Nadesify. Let's ship it.